When a man stops chasing, everything changes. The power dynamic shifts, and suddenly the woman begins to notice what she once took for granted. She starts to feel the absence of the attention she always expected, and that reaction reveals everything. Most men are taught that relationships require constant effort, texting first, always reaching out, always proving their worth. But the more a man chases, the less he is often valued. When someone is always available, their presence becomes predictable, and what is predictable is often taken for granted. The moment a man pulls back and focuses on himself, the entire dynamic changes. It is not simply about his absence, it is about the fact that his attention is no longer guaranteed. That is when questions begin to arise. She starts wondering what changed, why he is distant, and whether she may have lost something valuable. This is where many men misunderstand relationships. Pulling back is not about manipulation or games. It is about self-respect. It is about realizing that your time, energy, and attention should not be given endlessly to someone who does not return the same effort. When a man stops making a woman the center of his life and starts focusing on his own purpose, something powerful happens. He becomes more attractive, not because he is pretending, but because he is living with direction. Women are often drawn to men who have their own mission, goals, and confidence. They do not want to be the purpose of a man's life. They want to be part of a life that already has purpose. As the distance grows, she begins to react emotionally. At first, she may act unaffected. She may stay silent or pretend not to notice, but silence does not always mean indifference. Often, it is a test. She is waiting to see if he will break first and return to old habits. Other times, her reaction is more direct. She may start texting unexpectedly, asking simple questions just to reopen communication. She may suddenly become more attentive, more interested, or even make more effort than before. Why? Because what was once freely available is now scarce, and scarcity increases value. When a man is always there, he blends in with everyone else chasing attention. But when he can step away and prioritize his own life, he stands out. He becomes the one who is not easily controlled, and that changes how he is perceived. The key during this shift is composure. Many men make the mistake of pulling back only to lose control when she responds. They become emotional, overanalyze every message, or rush back into old patterns. That destroys the respect they were beginning to build. Staying composed means remaining calm no matter what happens. If she reaches out, you do not overreact. If she tests you with silence or mixed signals, you stay grounded. True strength is not about winning arguments or making someone chase you. It is about controlling yourself. A composed man does not panic when someone pulls away. He uses that time to improve himself. He goes to the gym, works on his goals, builds his career, and strengthens his mind. He does not let one person determine his peace. That calm confidence is powerful. It shows that his worth does not depend on validation. It shows that he values himself enough to walk away from anything that drains his energy or disrespects his standards. And when the woman notices this shift, the dynamic changes completely. She may begin chasing, putting in effort, or trying to regain his attention. But this is where the real test begins. A man must not immediately return to old habits. Just because someone comes back does not mean they have changed. He must observe whether the effort is genuine or simply a reaction to losing control. He must ask whether the relationship truly aligns with his values and whether it brings peace or chaos into his life. This is the true lesson. Power does not come from making someone chase you. It comes from being able to detach and focus on yourself. It comes from knowing that your happiness, confidence, and self-worth are not dependent on anyone else. A man who can walk away, stay composed, and continue building his life becomes different from the crowd. He is no longer driven by fear of loss. He is driven by purpose, and that is what makes him unforgettable. not because he played games, but because he learned to respect himself enough to stop chasing what does not choose him willingly.